This guy is so weak. Okay, we have kings, which is good. Especially with Yuhanov in the big blind. I can imagine I'm calling here with pretty much anything. Right, I should have to raise jam call as well. I'll put in a healthy raise here. I don't necessarily want a jam call in there. And he calls. Okay. Wow. Okay, we have our heart as backup. Pretty much, I'm all in here. I think I'm ahead. Wow. Oh dear. We sucked out. Okay. I can't believe he called with Jack 10 suited. I mean, he called 500, a raise of 500 with Jack 10 suited. There you go. I'm happy with the way I played that. There was over 1,000 in the pot, so I was kind of committed to it with my stack. I was down to, after my raise, I think I was at 1,200, 300, so I was happy. I was positive I had the best hand. And I sucked out on the turn. I mean, it's just so strange for him to put his. I mean, he had the largest stack. I raised from early position after he limped early. Such a big raise. I've only shown top hands. So all the warning signs were there, you know, from. I just don't know why he risked those chips. So we're now in a pretty good situation. Chip leader, and we have two small stacks in Yuhanov up here and Langston, who has actually been hanging on in there. Okay, I have bottom pair, which is nothing to celebrate, and a flush draw with my 4. I'm not putting another chip into this pot. I can see an all-in coming here from Yuhanov. It's the only way he can take down this pot. The pot's at 400, and we can see he's done that. Just look at jam call here, down to 900 chips. He was chip leader until he called my raise. I don't know. I just don't like it. I mean, I know. Was it Jack 10 suited? It was. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a great hand, doesn't it, when it's suited? But there's definitely situations when you want to be raising with Jack 10, and there's definitely situations when you want to throw away. And I think that was one of them. Okay, this is good. Perfect situation to hopefully get Langston all in. Okay, I'll try a money raise, make it look like I'm stealing. And he folds, which is cool. We take down the blinds, we're up to 4,000. Jack 10 suited. I would probably be raising with this if I hadn't raised the last hand. I want to keep up my kind of tight, aggressive image at this stage. You have to bear in mind as well that these two small stacks are just waiting to go all in. They're desperate for chips, obviously, so we need to bear that in mind when we're putting in our raises. We don't want to raise into Langston, for example, and he's blind, unless we're prepared to see our hand against any two cards. So woken up and started playing. Blinds are now 75, 150, so it's huge pressure on these three players, Langston, Yuhanov and Jamcall, so I would be expecting us to lose a couple of players pretty quickly, and then we're down to the kind of crucial stage of the Sitngo. Okay, Zend has called a raise from Jacob. Jacob has just suddenly started playing. I think Zend has seized upon that as an opportunity, doesn't really believe him. There's an ace out there. Jacob puts in a mini bet, and Zend folds to that ace. So Jacob increases his stack. Ace 10 suited is no good under the gun, and we finally have Langston all in. Yuhanov may possibly call here if he's got a good enough hand. I mean, I think we can be pretty certain that Langston has a pretty wide range here. Any ace, king jack, queen jack, those kind of hands, maybe a small pair. Definitely good enough to go all in with his stack. Jam called folds. So in the big blind, 7-2 is not a hand I like to play. So we get out of the way here, and hopefully we have Langston all in, which we do. Jacks against eights. Jacks are looking good. 10. Nope. Langston is out. Okay. Yeah, this guy Cricker is a player we need to look out for, I think. He seems to be playing pretty tight and aggressive. 9-7 in the small blind. I can feel that all in coming from jam call. It's a perfect opportunity for him. Any two cards really, he has to shove with his stack. I've got a feeling Jacob may possibly be calling. We get out of the way, and Jacob folds. Yep, these two guys just can't wait for big hands. Any opportunity they have, when it's folded round to them, they need to be shoving pretty much every time. Okay, this is interesting. Cricker has limped. Jacob fills in the blind. That's a very scary flop. I expect Cricker to take this down with a continuation bet. Some mini bet, okay. And they both fold.